Greetings readers, geeks and Chinese culture fans. This is the second Spring Festival set that LEGO sent me, the Fortune Firecracker set. Now it's meant to look like a traditional firecracker, but it's very decorative, and so are a lot of Chinese festival decorations right now, very ornate and elaborate. So it's got lots of interesting little figures in it and great detail. And you can actually hang it on the wall. So let's open it. Looks like there are 9 in total, so we'll set up and let's get building. Starting this exciting firecracker set. Before the introduction, it's nice to have some info about the traditions and the firecrackers. So let's start with bag 1, which is the minifigures. See the main parts here. It's a little bag for the tiny bits. This is always nice so that you can keep them together and they won't get lost. So my round tops, flowers and things like that. Okay, so we are starting with the grandparents in the family. Grandpa, looking very smart in his 3-piece suit. Lovely head of silver hair, glasses, moustache. And there he is. And he gets a nice big firework. He gets the firecrackers. I'm liking these bits that make up the different parts of the firework. It looks like what would normally be a tool part, like a spanner. But when you layer it up like this on either side, it looks like Chinese firecrackers. There we go. Okay, grandma next. Knitted jumper, red glasses, 40 style perm. There she is. Oh, it's a shame that she doesn't get any fireworks. So then we have the figure for this I think is the father. Is in a Chinese style shirt with a modern jacket. So we've got 2 identical jackets. Interesting. Glasses, of course, they're Glasses family, it seems. And I think we have the paternal grandparents here who are Ye Ye and Nai Nai. And rockets. He gets a rocket. Nice. So we need to find a roof-like thing. There it is. So we put the rocket in his hand. I have my cup of Chinese tea. white tea for the afternoon and sunflower seeds to sustain me through this build. Getting more gold bits, red and green parts, very festive and Chinese New Year like. So we even have the little frog, which I think is to symbolize the advent of spring, creatures coming out. I have some nice pots of flowers. I'm very glad to see this is Grandma's. So she gets the mortar, which is a piece of firework you put on the ground and then it comes out with an explosion of fire flowers. Nice. Let's put Grandpa on there. So this is the first mini scene build with the father and his parents setting off fireworks. A nice little build and a very famous tradition of China. We'd say 喜庆吉祥火火红红. Happy, lucky and auspicious is the fiery, fiery red. So this next one we have is the figure for Mum. She's got a nice jumper and warm coat. Put her long hair on. And she has what is in Chinese called a yuan bao. We're gonna make this yuan bao now. It's a form of ancient currency. Was created during the Tang Dynasty, the first half of the 7th century. And it was originally sort of a rectangular piece that curves in the middle, and then it developed into something that's shaped more like an ingot, which is what we've got here. And the yuan bao, which has an auspicious meaning in Chinese, has come to describe auspiciousness and wealth. Now it's a decorative New Year ornament that usually appears during Spring Festival. So the next figure we've got is Caishen. I was really looking forward to this. So this Caishen is the Wen Caishen, which is the god of wealth for scholars. And we can see he is in his red scholar's robe and with his little Caishen hat, which is an adapted form of the official's hat with the wide wings. But of course it's got a coin design on it, being the god of wealth. And this Caishen here is holding a money tree, or usually the Eastern red, Dongfang Hong red flower. But I think they've taken some creative license here and made it gold. So we're going to make the base for the mother, the son, and Caishen. So we've got a little platform for Caishen to stand on, with some more decorative lucky coins, of course. there, and the little boy gets a Lai Si, which are red packets of money given to children or unmarried young people by their seniors, parents, relatives, or friends. In the south, it's called Lai Si in Cantonese, and then Hong Bao in Mandarin. A nice decorative red envelope there. So, very often over Spring Festival, banks will have junior staff dress up as Caishen and hand out red envelopes to children on the street. They always contain money, and usually just wujiao, which is the smallest note in China, and worth about 5 pence. Okay, and there's our family with their fireworks and Caishen, lucky money and lucky renbao. Now let's get building on the fireworks. The final bag. Nice and chunky. Let's get the smaller bits out. So this is the actual firecrackers. It's actually a very simple build, but you do have to do it over and over and over again. The very last piece of this set, the ornamental pendant, dotting the eye on the dragon, as it were. Whilst you wouldn't normally have this at the end of a string of firecrackers because it would just be set off, this ornamentation complements the top piece nicely, matching the floral designs of the little tassels on the top piece and the little lanterns. We've got the key colours of Qing, blue-green, and nothing says Chinese New Year more than these colours. And that's the last thing, it's all done. The really cool thing is, those mini sets we built before, it fits right in there. I've absolutely loved building this set. This is the Fortune Firecracker set, which is just gorgeous. Makes me want to keep it on my wall forever. I love all the details of the dragon design, the pearlescent gold, and the hanging lanterns, the translucent red, the ornamental flower pendant. And I like the fact that there's 8 firecrackers and this is an octagonal top piece. 8 is very lucky in Chinese culture. And when you open this, we have Caishen inside with the lucky activities, which you can swap out with this other mini set of fireworks. So a very fun build and very pretty. Thank you LEGO for sending these to me, and thank you for joining me in these builds. I hope you've enjoyed Lunar New Year.